Welcome back, Hank's Tankers, to another fantastic episode here of Hank the Tank Reviews. Today, I have three new beers for you guys. I have, yet again, another Prairie Artisan Ales Dog Single Barrel, very exclusive beer. I have a blonde ale, a lemongrass blonde ale from Three Roads Brewing Company. And this one actually, my wife and I were on a little trip today, and this brewery was in the area, and I said, okay, you know what? Love supporting local breweries, and let's see what they're all about. Usually she and I would go in there and we'd have a pint or two, or maybe a couple of tasters, a flight. You never know. Whatever we're in the mood for, depending on how much we're willing to drink that day and how far away we are. So anywho, without further ado, this is... what's the name again? Top Down Lemongrass Blonde Ale. So, should be very interesting. I'm not particularly fond of blondes, but I was curious with what they had going on and what it's all about. And they said this one is light-bodied, delicious, and since I have two other beers to drink, I said, you know what, why not? I also happen to get two additional crowlers that I will drink in two more episodes. Spread out the love a little bit, but... Three Roads Brewing Company, very cool location that was near Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia. So, cute little town, and I'm excited to see what they got going on. It was, I believe, their only brewery in that town. And then, last but not least, I have Fat Tire Amber Ale from... New Belgium Brewing Company. I have not reviewed this one yet, and I am excited to do that as well. This beer, I will say, is called This Is the Way. And if you are not familiar with the series, The Witcher, I'm about 99% sure that the name of this beer is in reference to that series. And it is based off of a book series and also a video game series. I believe you can watch it on Netflix or Hulu or one of those streaming services. I'm not entirely sure. This is the way. So this is an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with dark chocolate cookies, marshmallow, toasted coconut, and toasted almonds. So a little bit of some juicy nut action going on there for you guys. Some thick, dark chocolate juicy nuts. We're about to see what's going on here. Today's glass, we may not always have unique glasses, but this is my Prairie Artisan Ales Christmas Dino glass. I think this was from 2 or 3 years ago, but I love this glass. I love the Dino glasses. I'm definitely into dinosaurs myself. Would love to own one someday. I'm just kidding. But I'm a dino nerd for sure, and this is a fun glass that I have here. It's no King Sue glass, but, we'll see what's going on. All right, here we go. First, we will crack open this one here, stout, and see what's up. I've really enjoyed doing these Prairie beers so far. We were able to pick up a whole bunch of these in Richmond from one of our buddies who is very involved in the Prairie Dogs program, and I told him I was excited to try them all out and see what he had to offer me. And so a very fun pickup from one of my buddies here in Richmond. Wow, so this is actually the first of any of the beers I've tried from this series, the 2019 bottles, that smells remotely close to coconut that it has in it. And that's immediately what I get a whiff of here. Chocolate coconut is very strong. And the chocolate cookies is kind of, whatever. In a stout like this, it can be just fall right under the cracks. So hopefully that softens up the body with all those nuts. I think that might add a little bit of the film to the inside of our mouth here, and that mouthfeel will kind of depend on, where those nuts fell into the equation. But so far, off aroma alone, I'm getting a lot of chocolate coconut. So like a bonbon, I believe bonbons are chocolate-covered coconut balls, and those are very delicious. So, wow, yeah, the aroma is really phenomenal. Oh my goodness. That is really, really, really good. This is the way. Holy crap. So that coconut just hammers in right at the start and stays around forever. You get that nutty flavor as well. The beer itself is so soft inside your mouth, and the aftertaste is incredible. I could literally let this sit in my mouth all day and just rot the shit out of my teeth. You know, give me cavities. This is incredible. I will say that this might be the best of the Prairie Dogs beers that we've tried from the couple that we've reviewed so far. Oh man, and it just had this additional kind of wave of flavor hit my mouth, and it's like chocolate covered almonds at the end there. Oh man, the chocolate just continues to improve the more I talk. So why don't I just talk just nonstop? I don't even need to drink any more beer. I just keep blabbing away. That's what you guys watch this bullshit for, right? No, let's try some more beer. But big time cheers to the guys who chose the adjuncts to dump into this barrel. This is the way. Absolutely fantastic so far. I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 5 Viking horns. That is incredible. I don't believe it is, you know, on the initial overall flavor profile, it's not much more than that coconut. Yeah, sure, the almonds do come in at the end, but it's not so unique outside of like a chocolate coconut flavor initially. And I think that the marshmallows, yeah, they softened it up, but I was hoping that it would give it a more unique flavor at the start, and it would have that, instead of that real punch that the coconut gave me, it would bring me in a little bit more. It would coddle me into the beer itself, if you will. So, damn. Cheers, guys. Clink, you know that one. Excited for that. Keep going on that one. Wow. All right, next we have Fat Tire Amber Ale. Just dump this on in there a little bit. Fat Tire Amber Ale is, I believe, the trademark beer of New Belgium. You know, don't hate me if I'm wrong on that one, but this is one of their easily most popular beers here. Coming in at 5.2 alcohol by volume. Oh man, it smells like almost like pine nuts. Actually, is what the aroma kind of reminds me of when you crack open like a bag of those uber earthy pine nuts. It's kind of what I'm getting on the nose here. Now, for an amber ale, I want that kind of the darker, you know, juicy, malty flavor profile, and this I find to be extremely thin. You know, even with the touch of stout we had left in there, which should have chunked it up a little bit, it does come across. It's a very thin beer. Now, it's easily drinkable, but for being an amber ale, I expected to have more flavor, more body. I want it to be something that I want to sit at the pub and enjoy as it warms up. I can sit there and drink it, and it for 10, 15 minutes, I can sip on one pint with the lads at the pub playing darts or shuffleboard, whatever it is you will. So this right here is like a crisp summer amber ale, and unfortunately that's not really, when I hear amber ale, I want something that I can work my way through instead of something that's I'm just gonna throw back, like Bud Light, if you know what I mean. So unfortunately, it's like a touch of malt. I've never been to the New Belgium facility. I wouldn't know what it's like on tap or fresh, and I know that these beers that go into mass distribution, sometimes they fall a little bit short of what the brewer had initially intended, but it is what it is, and for that, this is going to get one of the lowest ratings that I've given so far, which I'm going to give it a 2. It's good. Now, I do have to give you credit that if you're not huge on ambers, but you're looking for something crispy and light, and still kind of sippable, it's not trash. It's not dog shit. It really is not. There are much worse beers out there that you could be drinking. So anyways, So this crowler, which in case you're not aware, crowlers get filled from the tap lines of the keg that the brewery has, that they're pouring from at that time being. When I saw the fill date when they gave it to me, it says here, April 28th, 2020. Now today's date, unfortunately, is May 9th. So that means that this beer has been sitting in crowlers for quite some time. I did not go inside the brewery after I purchased this crowler and talk to them about it. And, that might be my own fault for not doing so. But without further ado, I am still very interested in drinking this and the other two. The other two beers I did pick up, I am glad that they were filled much closer to today's date. So... That's okay. Let's go ahead and crack her open. But in the future, lads who buy your crowlers, when you're buying them, this might make a huge mess. Well, maybe not. Sometimes these bad boys are full to the max, crowlers in general. So we're going to see what's going on here. The color is much darker than I originally expected. I'm not getting any strong aromas so far, which sometimes the lemongrass in beers can really be thick and juicy. Oh wow! So this has like a minty aroma actually when it initially approaches me, and then it has that strong, almost like a on the roof of your mouth. The lemongrass, you can really taste it when with like an open mouth aroma inhale, and that's really cool. So in a blonde ale, that's really exciting for me because not often do blonde ales really have that really stick it in you aroma, which is cool. Sometimes it's really thin, and the beers can be thin themselves. So I'm hoping that this one it keeps up with that strong kind of lemon mint spice. And it gives me almost like a lemon zest kick in my throat. So. Wow, that's really decent. Honestly, it's flat in my mouth. You can see it very frothy here in the glass. It's yeasty at the tail end. The mouthfeel is almost non-existent. It just kind of leaves this grassy, not grassy, but like yeasty film on the roof of my mouth. And that's a little unfortunate. I think a lot of the lack of qualities in the body of this beer are due to it having been filled so many days ago. And Lord knows how many days prior to that the kegs had been filled themselves. That's a shame. The beer is not bad. And I am still excited. I have actually two more IPAs that I'm going to try from them, which is a style I'm more fond of. But at 5.4%, this is going down this is going to go down like water, and that's not entirely a bad thing. I certainly, from this tasting, I would not say steer clear of the brewery by any means. It's not a bad beer. The flavor for the style, with it being pegged with that lemongrass body. The young lady who worked there also said she had barrel-aged a version of this. They had barrel-aged and double fermented a version of this beer. So that could be something worth going back and trying. I wasn't going to buy that right off the bat, not knowing anything about the beer. But I really, really, really do wish I would have grabbed this fresh. It could have made a much bigger impression on me. And for right now... just because of that, I would definitely rate this beer higher if it had some of those qualities I was looking for, right off the tap. But as of right now, I am going to give it a 3 Viking horns out of 5, and I am going to finish the rest of this crowler with ease. So I'm actually going to take the rest of this pour, and no, that's cheating, you guys. You like to see me watch drink booze. All right, now for the little blendy blend here. So I'm expecting like chocolate lemongrass surprise is what I'm looking for here in this beer. If you take some lemongrass and mash it up really good and drizzle some chocolate and then throw some cup of malt and some maybe a hop or two in there. That's what we got. And it smells like, it honestly, it really smells like pine needles. I think I used that already once in, on... Oh, it tastes pretty good. Lemon tartness in the mouth with dumpy chocolate. Oh my. You know, I feel like I need to start a new rating scale for these blenders, because this isn't bad. It's for a blender, but it's not good. This is the kind of the closest we've gotten to a black and tan in flavor, though. Oddly enough, I'll give her a 1.75er. Yeah, a 1.75er. Anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and checking out another video and continuing to be a part of this video journey I have here. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. Cheers.